We got a countdown. The hell? Is it streaming?
Are we live?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out because it says countdown up there.
Oh, however, in the streaming, it's already showing.
Why does it say live stream? This is broken. What the fuck?
It's counting down, but are we live? I think we're live, dude.
But nobody's here though. Like it just says live stream, which is not.
Hello? Is anybody out there? No, but look, it's. Oh, there we go.
Well, nobody's here.
Oh, hello there, Amy Rose says. It's weird that it's saying countdown on our screen.
Okay, wait, guys. Okay, well the audio is good.
Yeah.
So
that's weird. And our screen, it's still counting down from 7 minutes, but live on YouTube, it's already.
All right,
going.
guys in chat, can you guys hear us and see the stream? I did not call it. What is it called? It's just live stream. I don't know why it's called that because that's not what I scheduled it as.
Are we having technical difficulties again?
Maybe it's just with the streaming service.
So maybe maybe at the end of these 7 minutes that it's counting down, the title will come on, I guess.
Probably.
But we're on live right now because we have 5 people jumping around right now.
Phil 18 says you're live. Okay, that's weird.
All right. Well, thank you, Phil. Fantasy the Hedgehog, what is up? Lana the Hedgehog, hello, hello, hello. Well, I guess we're live, dude.
I don't know what we're going to do with these extra 6 minutes, but...
Well, again, I think that's for something else. All right, so guys and girls, we're a little confused just because on our computer screen, we're seeing ourselves, but there's a countdown of 6 minutes to go still.
Because that's the scheduled time.
For it to go live. However, you guys are seeing it live.
You guys are seeing us right now.
Yeah, because it's on our phone, too. I could see it.
We got to prove it here.
It's a little weird.
Yeah, see? It shows us right there, and it shows you guys as viewers.
Yeah, it's a little weird, but nonetheless, we're live.
We're live.
We're live.
I guess we'll just keep talking until the thing goes, and then it'll go
What
back
is
to
up,
normal.
guys? We are live. It is the Gamer and the Dad podcast. Dude.
You can't even say an intro right now.
The podcast. It's the Gamer and the Dad podcast. Guys, thank you so much for joining. I know it's been a while. Dude, it's been a while.
Yes.
But we're back.
Well,
we're back here.
Been a while doing a regular talk.
A regular podcast, and I know me, the dad, I've been kind of MIA for a second.
There's a good reason.
Crazy. Yeah, work's got me crazy going on, but we are back here. I don't know what number this is. I'm confused.
36.
Is it 36?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Number 36, guys. It's awesome to be back here with all of you guys. Look at this. 6 people already in the chat. Everybody saying hello. Guys, you are awesome. You guys are always showing the support. Thank you. Thank you so much. Give a like. Bell for notifications if you haven't already. Subscribe, guys. All right. I know the majority on here are subscribed, but tell everybody to subscribe. Support the channel. Support this guy over here, Cam Bam the Man, because it is time for the Gamer
and the Dad.
Gamer and the Dad. Gamer and the Dad. Gamer and the Dad. Gamer and the Dad. Gamer and the Dad. Gamer and the Dad. Yeah, baby. What is up, everybody? It's the Gamer and the Dad podcast. We are back. It is Monday. We're doing it a little bit later today. Monday afternoon. It is 1:14 p.m. here in Southern California. Let us know where you are shouting out from, where you guys are from, what time it is there, what's going on there, what are you guys up to today. So it is good to be back, guys. Thank you so much. Everybody in the chat, hello. Thank you for leaving a message. You guys are awesome. Let me see. Fantasy, Amy Rose. Who else is here? Sapphire. Everybody. Aaron Luna. What is up, dude? I hope it's a dude. I always do that, dude.
Wait, who?
Aaron? Aaron Luna.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He has Mickey Mouse on his
Yeah, all right. Well, I've messed that up like 5 times. But guys, what is up? It's so cool to be back. Cam Bam, the man over here.
Yes, sir.
What is up, dude?
Nothing much, man.
How you been?
I've been good.
Cool. I love your shirt. Let me see that. Look at that.
Gamer in
Stretch
the Dad.
that out a little bit.
Gamer and the Dad.
You stretch that out. Hold the shoulder. Stretch it out. Gamer and the Dad. That's right, baby. Nice. Very cool.
I'm not even big enough for to fit on my whole torso, but it works. But guys, welcome back to the next podcast. Over the week since we've been absent about doing our regular talk podcast, there's just been so much going on in the world.
So much.
Let's discuss a little thing. I didn't put in the topics, but I felt like we could talk about it.
Okay.
Somebody or some analysts are saying theaters could make a return because this movie made $8 million in its opening in the theaters.
Dude, it was. It was. Did you see that? That was hilarious. I saw that early this morning. There's
a hope.
Dude, it was an abysmal opening, man. It was horrible. Man.
It was for Disney's Raya and the Last Dragon that was released both in theaters and on Disney Plus for $30 same day. I can guarantee you where most people went.
Dude, who's this right here with the wrench?
Oh, that's our moderator. So he monitors chat in case anything goes crazy.
Oh, all right. Well, he said from Puerto Rico. What is up? It's 5:14.
He drops a like.
It's 5:14 p.m. in Puerto Rico.
Uy.
Puerto Rico, ¿qué pasó?
Nice job, man.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, dude. What the hell was that opening of that movie? What was that movie too? I didn't even hear about it.
It was a Disney animated movie.
I didn't even hear about it. There wasn't that much hype from it, was there?
Maybe there was a bit of little trailers and stuff, but they can't afford to put marketing and all that stuff.
Oh, Disney can't afford to put marketing?
They're losing money, man. They don't got theme parks.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Dude, I'm online every single day. I'm on top of a lot of the entertainment stuff. I honestly got to say, I didn't see that thing advertised once. I haven't seen a commercial for it. I saw a billboard in LA. Yeah. But that was it. I'm guessing that is one of the main reasons why it did the opening that it did. It was horrific, dude. What was it? $8 million? $8 million. Dude, that's they can't even pay actors with that.
Maybe the film budget, especially for the animations, probably.
All right, so let me. I wasn't 100% sure about this. So it opened in theaters and stream.
Yeah, but on stream it's Premier Access that you have to pay $30 to watch it.
Okay, well, still, we've always talked about that on the podcast. That's okay because you're paying a premium to watch it at home, which it's fine.
That's a premiere, yeah.
That's what Trolls did.
Yeah,
and that's what other movies since Trolls did as well. That's fine, but they keep pushing this movie theater thing, dude. They want people to go back, and even though people are saying, "Yeah, I want to go back,"
there's a hope.
There's a hope, and we're gonna go back, and we're gonna fill the theaters again. I don't see it happening, dude. It's not happening.
Look at what HBO is doing. That they're releasing their movies both in theaters and on HBO Max for free. You can just watch it as soon as it comes out.
Yeah, dude. Again, there's just too much competition.
They're doing that. Man. They're doing this for all their movies the whole year.
There's just too much. There's just too much competition, and. Yeah, there's just too much competition. Listen, you're not going to be able to compete with stream. You can't compete with streaming. If the theaters are thinking, okay, we're going to get people back in, okay?
Yeah.
People are going to want to go back to their old ways of coming to the theater with the family, grabbing a cold drink, some popcorn, candy, whatever, having that experience.
Yeah.
I don't see it happening.
They can't have the numbers they had pre-quarantine.
And this is a perfect example. Now, to give Disney the benefit of the doubt, again, I didn't hear too much about this movie. Mm-hmm. So I would love to see what the feedback was from people that actually saw it or were actually excited to see it, because there wasn't that much hype. Mm. I'm telling you, unless I'm wrong, did you see any hype online?
Maybe a couple artworks and
stuff. Like how they do for big movies like The Trolls or, Toy Story. Mm. When Toy Story came out, the last one.
Yeah.
Even though I think that was pre-pandemic, right?
Yeah.
That was
2019,
pre-pandemic.
yeah.
Still, dude, you couldn't walk outside or turn your phone on or see a commercial without seeing something about Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It was everywhere, dude. There was 56 billboards in LA. There was everywhere. So I don't know if it has something to do with maybe they were just shooting this movie just a Hail Mary to see if people would like it, or was it something that they actually put time to and said this is going to be a big hit? I think that's the case, that it wasn't a big, it wasn't a big project for them. I don't think. Yeah. So I don't know, man, but I just think that we're still on the same page that these theaters aren't going to make the money that they think they're going to make. People are not going to come back the way they think they're going to come back, and these films are going to continue to fail. Now let's say that Universal decides to put Fast 9 in the theaters like they're planning to, right? Mm-hmm. And 007. Mm-hmm. Maybe it gets the foot traffic. Yeah, because of the Fame franchise. Yeah, the fame of the franchise. Mm-hmm. But I just don't see that happening with every film. I think these theaters are thinking that. I think they're thinking, let's just get the films back in the theater, mm-hmm. and people will come. Yeah, and I think it's showing that that's not the case. It's going to be a very, very narrow market with what movies are coming back. Yeah. So say that Fast 5 is put in the theater, or Fast 9. Is put in 5. Damn. I went way back. Say that Fast 9 is put in the theaters. I think there will be the foot traffic because that franchise has so much fame and so many followers that particular movie, yes, it'll bring in the people maybe.
However, but then you have to think about like the theater rules, like how many they can have in the auditorium.
Well, that's the other thing. I keep hearing that there's, like a 25 or something like that, or 30% capacity still.
I think that's what the companies are worrying about. It's like, right, get everybody in the theater. It's like, well, no, you can't do that.
So that's why I continue to say, it's like, why even go through that trouble of doing that? Just release it at stream it. Yeah. For $40.
If you have to.
And it's going to sell. It's going to sell. I just don't think they're going to get the foot traffic that they're thinking they're going to get. I just think that's it. That's it. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect. I mean, what do you expect? They probably won't have the numbers they had pre-quarantine, like in 2019.
No, not at all.
Half the movies made $1 billion. No way. No way. Not this year. I doubt.
Dude, I remember pre-quarantine when a big movie would come out, you can't even get a ticket. Yeah. You would have to wait in this long line to get a ticket.
Yeah, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
I like when Disney said, 80% of our movies and shows will go to Disney+. 80%. Yeah. So what's going to happen to the next 10 or 20%? Oh, theaters. It's like, listen, this should be an example. And they said that more people bought it on Disney+ than they went to the theater. So that 8 million is contributed from both the theaters and the Disney+.
So they said more people bought it online?
Yeah. They said,
streaming it?
They saw the analytics and they saw...
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Like we didn't know that.
We didn't know that was going to happen. I mean, look at what HBO is doing. When Warner Brothers saw how terrible Tenet did, when they said, no, we're going to go to the theaters. We're just going to do theaters. And they're like, oh, shit. And then they said, okay, guys, 2021, all of our movies, HBO Max in theaters if you want. It's like, here, HBO Max. I mean, it's right there. So I don't know what to say about that.
Listen, what was it, 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, I think. It was the 1 year anniversary of COVID. I don't know if you knew this.
No, I think I knew. Somebody
Liar, you didn't know this. Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago. Or last week, actually, I think. It was the 1 year anniversary of COVID. Mm-hmm. We've been in this crap hole for 12 months. Okay? Yeah. Theaters were sort of sloping down pre-pandemic already. All right, then pandemic hit. They didn't only slope down. They went in the sinkhole, down past the crust of the earth into a black hole. And
they can't get out.
They can't get out. They won't get out. I don't see a recovery, man. I really don't. We've been talking about this for several podcasts now, as you can remember. Yes. There were some heated ones. I was like, damn it, it's not coming back. But I don't see a recovery, dude. I don't see a recovery.
Lana asked a question.
Yeah.
So my question is, did you two enjoy the Sonic movie, and are you excited for the sequel? Hell yes.
Hell yeah, we saw it. It was awesome.
Awesome movie.
Awesome.
It was the second to last movie we saw before quarantine hit. The last movie I saw in the theaters was a Pixar movie called Onward. That was like the week or a couple days before the quarantine hit. So
yeah.
I was like, the theaters were saying, guys, this is our last movie. Bye-bye. We'll come back. It's like, no. Everybody started subscribing to Netflix, Disney, HBO.
The Sonic movie was very well thought out, very well done, very well directed.
Very paid off.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The cast was awesome. What a brilliant cast. Sonic obviously was drawn very well.
Yes.
And there wasn't another person on Earth to play the Doctor besides Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
I mean, you can't go wrong with Jim Carrey. You know.
That's why we're excited for the sequel. It's like, what else is he gonna pull off?
Yeah, it's Jim Carrey's like those. It's like those pair of stretchy pants you got. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you're skinny or if you ate a lot. You put them on and it's just like it's so comfy. It goes with everything. Yeah, it was a great movie. Great movie.
Sequel coming out next year.
It's gonna be awesome.
We will definitely see. Let's see a trailer hopefully later in this year.
Everybody in the chat, guys, thank you so much. We have 10 people watching. That's so awesome. Guys, thank you. Hi to everybody. Everybody saying hi.
Tadek TV. Liz Rocks TV, asks, what's up? How are you doing today? We are doing great, Liz. Thank you for asking.
We're doing awesome.
Lana said, my birthday was March 3rd. I'm 19 now. Oh, happy birthday.
19.
You're close to 20. You're getting there.
Yeah.
Getting to the
awesome.
young adults.
Happy birthday.
I'm glad Sonic did not end up like the Rat. Yeah, because we remember that Sonic movie had to be delayed because it was going to come out in 2019. But then when they showed the first trailer, they looked like a sponge.
They had to change the eyes, right, or something?
The teeth, the eyes, the design. He looked like Chuck E. Cheese.
I was about to say, dude, they made him look like the Chuck E. Cheese rat. Even though they say it's a mouse, Chuck E. Cheese mouse.
Yeah, you said it was
a mouse, dude. That thing's evil. It's got a nasty hairy tail. He's big. He's gray. He's dirty. He's got a long snout. I'm like, dude, that's an evil rat. That's not a mouse. You're trying to make it sound all sweet, you know?
Mickey Mouse?
Hi, kids. Come around the mouse. No, dude, that's Satan. That's an ugly rat. Okay? But yeah, so they changed them. Again, the direction they went was awesome. I'm glad they took their time. I'm glad they listened to feedback from people.
Oh, yeah. They knew it was going to bomb if they didn't do it.
Absolutely. And again, they took their time, putting this film together. They took their time picking the cast, which they did a great job. And I can't praise them enough. Jim Carrey, dude, that guy could do no wrong in movies. He just gives you such an, awesome persona on there. So really, really good movie. Yes, can't wait for the sequel. It's going to be awesome.
Since Tails is appearing in the Sonic sequel, who do you think should be Tails' VA for the movie, like voice actor? I think there's already somebody that's doing it.
I think they already picked them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because we saw at the end credits of the first movie, so I think that person's going to be the Tails for the entire sequel, which is going to be cool.
Yeah.
All right. How about we get to something? So streaming, we'll just say this. Since HBO is already releasing all their movies like this year on HBO immediately, Paramount Plus came out recently. They said the movies that are new are going to come out on streaming they have to be put in theaters first, and then 45 days later they'll be put on streaming. I'm like, just put it there. Don't wait 45 days.
Didn't we talk about how many companies were going to come out streaming, dude?
Yes.
Paramount now comes out with something.
Yeah.
Dude, how many is it now? Isn't it like 12 or something like that?
Well, yeah, think about T-Mobile still working on theirs.
Dude, oh my God. I told you in the past, dude. I told you
everybody's jumping on board.
Bunch of competition. Absolutely. Everybody knows that's where the money's at. I'm happy to see it though. I'm happy to see the competition.
Yeah.
Because that's what the consumer wants. Why? Because we're gonna get the good part of it. We're gonna get the good end of that.
We're gonna get the library.
Why? Because if just for example, Paramount comes out at $5.99 or $6.99, whatever.
It's $10 for no commercials, and
so any competing company or platform is gonna go, damn, we gotta come down $2, get that rush of people, and do this and do that.
Well, Netflix had to increase theirs.
They increased it, yeah. They increased it. Did they increase it?
Yeah, you said by $1, didn't they?
That was pre-pandemic that they increased it.
No, it was during the pandemic.
Really?
They increased it, yeah.
Huh. But even then, dude, it goes to show they increased it $1.
Yeah.
Like $1.
Just because they see the amount of people coming in. And
still, at $1 increase, what does that make it? What is that, like? The best, I think the best package is like what, $13.99 a month or something?
Something like that.
Dude, that's just unbelievable. When back in the day you were paying, or some people still do. I don't know anymore, but you were paying $160, $180
for
cable TV and internet, dude. Fuchila. Yeah, dude.
Thank God we're out of cable cord cutters.
It's
YouTube TV, fix your stuff. We need sports.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. Is Paramount out? You said?
Yeah,
you started already?
I subscribe. Oh, I have a month free trial, so I'm testing the waters.
Listen to you, you're Cam Bam the man.
But you know what?
And how is it? Is it good?
It's good. Well, I mean, they have SpongeBob on there.
Oh. And need we say more?
That's it. SpongeBob original series, the new SpongeBob movie, and every single SpongeBob season. Dude, kids are just gonna be like,
wow.
Mom, get that!
Oh, so Paramount has them, huh?
Well, because they own Nickelodeon, and it's owned by Viacom.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
So
what else do they have that they impressed you pretty much?
Mission Impossible. I think Top Gun.
That's right. Dude, I had totally forgot about Paramount.
Yeah.
They're big. They're still a big player in the game.
Oh, yeah, they're a big studio. They've been around for years.
Yeah, they're still a big player in the game.
So that's going to be exciting to see.
Wow.
I'm going to plan to watch the new SpongeBob original series soon. And then also the new SpongeBob movie that was supposed to come out in theaters, but they're like, well, theaters are not coming, so just put it on our new streaming service as an original.
Yeah.
Smart idea.
Wow.
Smart idea. You know what was weird? That SpongeBob movie, the new one, came out in Netflix, but in other regions. It didn't come out in the U.S. For whatever reason. I guess they were testing the streaming waters.
Probably.
Because they're like, what? We don't know where to go. It was supposed to go in theaters. We delayed it. It was supposed to... It's like... it's a SpongeBob movie, for God's sake.
They're still having... These executives, dude, they're still having issues with what do
we
do?
For SpongeBob?
Well, see, here's the other thing, too. I think a lot of people don't realize... it's not just about a production company putting material onto a stream.
Yeah.
They have to pay for a lot of services.
They
have to pay for a lot of stuff. So, I mean, they're also putting in a lot of money. So they want to make sure that they get some of that back and then some.
That's why they launched their own streaming platform, so they don't have to share the profits.
Of course, because, they have to pay and then... they'll make, but they have to pay. So it's
like Netflix. It's like, hey, where's my check?
No, I mean, look at, dude, they have to pay big. I mean, look at, for example, they don't have any more, and they don't have them anymore. But when Netflix still had the show Friends, back in the day.
Oh my goodness.
Well, not even back in the day. This is 2 years ago. The last 2 years that they had them on Netflix,
they were paying so much.
They paid Friends the series $100 million. To have them on Netflix.
I guess because that was
one season
for their top show.
Yeah, dude, that's for 1 year. And then that year ended, and they negotiated a second year for another $100 million to have them on Netflix.
Good Lord.
Dude, so they pay these platforms pay a lot of money to have these shows on there. But when you have your own content, like Netflix does now and Amazon, they make their own stuff, original stuff. Yeah. And that's where they make a lot of the money back too.
Yeah, because that's their own stuff, so they have the licensing to that.
Exactly.
So let's get into a big topic.
Yes.
So streaming, yes, we know. This was a big one. I sent you a picture about this or something about that. That President Biden investigating PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X component shortages.
Dude, yes, you told me about this. What the hell is this?
So,
why is he getting involved?
Because he had said in an interview, or somebody was interviewing about it, that a lot of the electronics and things like this of this nature, or certain components that are in these consoles, like SSDs or these techs, sometimes they can go to PC as well.
Right.
That sometimes they help fuel the economy. So when the economy gets involved, he's probably saying, oh no, like our economy is already in shambles already, so we might as well try to help. So what he did is that he put a 100-day investigation to see what the hell is causing these shortages for both these consoles and the components for that. You know what? For a politician to get involved, because we know that politicians can sometimes always say, yeah, video games did the violence.
Didn't I tell you that there was something funny about all of a sudden Sony had no more consoles? Remember I told you that?
Yeah.
Something was going on. But now even the president's getting involved? That's crazy, dude. So where is it at now? What's the investigation doing now?
They're still, so they solved one part of why the consoles themselves are so out of stock, because of the people online just scalping them and eBay and all that garbage. Right. But they also figured out, since a lot of those are in Japan, like you said, like overseas and stuff, so they're trying to figure out where are the component parts to actually make them faster so they're sold in stores without having to have like one or two per store. So they're going to see if they can figure that out. And once they have all that components and they figured out ways to get more, then they can make the consoles faster and get them out to the market.
I see.
So,
interesting.
He's just saying, yeah, video games are part of the economy.
A humongous part of the economy. Humongous part.
He's like, that's what it helps fuel the economy. I was like, well, no crap. Politicians always say video games are the bad thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think that that it's always been frowned upon, just because, the government's always wanted to label, gaming as,
terrible.
A terrible addiction for kids, and it takes them nowhere. But I'm sorry, now there's gamers making $100 million a year
in tournaments.
I'm sorry. Where's the bad in that? I didn't read that I didn't read that in the contract. That it's gonna make me a bad person. Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
So good luck, President Biden. Hopefully your investigation team is gonna, because everybody needs consoles, man. Nobody can get these dang things still. Like, especially for PlayStation, it's still stupid hard to get.
I'm telling you, Sony has a warehouse somewhere, and they're just like...
Same with Microsoft, probably.
Oh, for sure. Dude, they have a huge warehouse somewhere where they just stockpile them, and they're just belly laughing right now. This investigation's funny. We will release them when we want to release them,
Here, stores, take them.
Yeah.
But don't put them on yet.
That's interesting, man. We'll see what happens with that.
But good luck. Hopefully something happens.
Ethan says, "Hi, Silver.
Hey there.
What is up?" Lana the Hedgehog says, "What is both of your opinions of the Persona series?"
I guess it's like an anime series. I haven't seen it per se. No, but from what I've looked at the trailers and stuff, it seems pretty cool. So maybe sometime I'll give it a watch.
I gotta check it out. I don't know what that is.
Backing on the topic of video games per se, there was one funny little story back in Illinois, Chicago.
Illinois.
So, Illinois legislator proposing a ban on GTA 5 due to the increased carjacking cases. And his quote saying that video games are putting a bad word or bad place in children's minds, causing carjacking cases to go up. Carjacking should not be allowed in the city of Chicago. Well, yeah, it should not be allowed anywhere. And maybe you have a bad economic state where people are stealing cars. Oh, yeah, GTA 5 is the problem. We need to ban that game.
You see what I'm saying? Every government official goes straight to
video games.
Gaming. Yeah. Gaming causes brain cancer. Gaming causes cancer. Gaming causes emphysema.
What the fuck?
Gaming causes,
You're about to say gaming cancer.
all kinds of diseases. And
this guy's in his 30s, by the way. He's not even like an old politician. He's a young guy.
But you know what? I mean, we shouldn't be surprised. This is the same story every single year. Some politician from some state always comes out and says, we got to stop this violence of gaming, of video games, because it's killing our kids.
But there's violent movies out there, though.
No, I don't think so. There is a lot worse things that are happening every single day.
There's stuff on the internet. There's movies. There's music. There's...
How about we put a ban on cigarettes? How about we put a ban on alcohol? Huh? How about that?
That's surely not causing addiction and lead to bad behaviors.
Let me see. Last I checked, over 500,000 smokers would die every year. And last I checked,
cigarettes are still selling.
How many? I don't know how many gamers passed away from gaming. I don't know. I gotta check that. Maybe I'm off. Maybe there's something I don't know. But yeah, there's always politicians. You know, they have to make a name for themselves, and especially if they're new. If they're a new politician, oh dude, oh man, they come in there with their tie all nice and tight, and they're like, man. They tell their personal assistant,
yeah,
what should we come up with, man? You know, to make a name out of this. I want to come out with thunder. You know,
there's that video game.
Yeah, and his assistant's like, well, we could talk about the video games. You know, they're always causing problems. We
got carjacking cases.
Yes, carjacking cases. All right, boss. We got let's say that GTA is involved with this, and yeah, it's a good idea. That's a good idea. That's what we're gonna do. Print it up.
Proposing a ban.
Print it up, and we're going to talk about this
tomorrow.
Okay, but
we have to keep in mind that this is proposed. This isn't official.
Well, proposed means that these idiots thought about it. They're sitting there going, do you think it's a good idea? Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Write it up. We're going to propose it. Okay? And we say that, and we're going to say that I thought about it. Okay? Okay, boss, sounds good. And they go back, and they write up their statements, and now they're going to propose it.
What do you think the government of like Illinois is going to say? They're going to be like, I don't know 100% if this is what causes the carjacking.
Lisa Rock says there was actually one Karen, I believe, that said video games cause COVID.
Bull shite. That's hilarious. Bull shite, sir.
That's hilarious,
ma'am.
Yeah, listen, guys. They've always, since I could remember. I mean, I've been playing video games since the early 80s when I got the first Sega.
Yeah.
Whoo, boy.
Those were the days. Way back. Yeah.
Ever since then, there's been some sort of politician that comes out and says the same blah, blah, blah. That it causes this, that it causes that. Our kids are crashing in cars because of this. They're buying guns. All this crap. And it's always been the same. It's been the same for the last 42 years, dude. That I can remember. And I say 42 years because that's how old I am. And it's been going since then. I can remember.
Yeah.
So it's the same. Yeah. It's the same poo-poo caca, dude.
Shame for Rockstar, man. They got to deal with all this lawsuit garbage.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, for them to bring a lawsuit, they have to have something that's justifiable, that, you know, some sort of a study that's actually, you know.
But there's been studies done. It doesn't
exactly.
It doesn't happen.
Exactly. I know. That's why they're gonna do a study. It's not gonna work. You know, it's not gonna work. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The governments and everything that look at this proposal, they're gonna be looking at the studies and they're gonna be saying, well, it's already been proven the last couple of years that this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Or has no correlation.
Yeah.
So you, Mr. Sir, I don't know if I can pass your little bill that you have going on here, because you think GTA is the cause of your carjacking schemes. Now, listen, GTA is very different. The game is very different from the real world if you're trying to carjack somebody, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, listen,
it's a game.
Yeah, it's a game.
Fiction.
People understand it. It's fine. People know it's fiction.
Yes.
Right? And, okay. And, you know, maybe there is some sort of, you know, accident one day and some jerk says, "Oh, I wanted to do what I saw in the video game." Okay, yeah. How many? Oh, but not only that, how many times has that happened? Maybe once or twice out of 100 million times, you know.
But then they're put in jail, and then they learn to listen. So.
But yeah, it's funny.
Carjacking cases are going up. Maybe you just got some bad economic state going on in Illinois. There's probably something going on, especially with the pandemic. So, yeah, maybe. It's like, well, it's hard to talk about those issues. Let's talk about the video games.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but as my dad said, it's been going on for years and years, decades.
Forever. And they've always tried to shoot down the gaming industry.
Which sucks because they're an industry like any other industry. They make the money. Like, there's companies that help and all this stuff.
Just like I said, I mean, why don't they bring out studies? Because there are studies already.
Yes.
That cigarette kills 500,000 people a year.
It does.
Yeah. And there's cigarettes on every corner. So accessible, right? But you don't see any politician coming out, we got to stop selling cigarettes. You know why?
Because it's fueling the money.
Because it's exactly so. Exactly.
But gaming is fueling the money too. Look at what President Biden said.
Yeah, but they don't want to be part of that. So it's just stupid. It's a stupid circle that always happens and always comes around.
The gaming industry is going to say no.
Yeah,
doesn't happen.
Absolutely.
They will fight back because these guys have money. By the way,
absolutely.
If you're thinking that Disney has all the money, we're scared of them. And gaming industry is going to say no,
dude.
No.
Yeah, these big gaming companies have billions of dollars.
Do they think they just have like $1 million? That's
billions. And listen, and they're not. The gaming industry has grown up a lot over the time.
Yeah.
They are very, very smart people. They're not just some geeky gamer that doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
These companies have
strategies.
Absolutely. And they have engineers, they have CEOs, they have everything. Everything. They are a very, very well-tuned company. Some of these politicians think that these companies are run by geeks that don't know what the hell they're doing, And that's not the case. These guys, the gaming company, hire people that are real true professionals.
Yes.
and know what they're doing, and they come out with, just look at their products, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all you need to say and do. So
how come we don't say anything about movies that have violence or something like that, really bad showings, and then they don't say nothing about that?
Nothing. It's gaming has always been a target. But you know why though? Also,
it's interactive.
Because the range of gaming.
Yeah.
The range of age of the gamer.
Yeah.
I mean, a gamer could be 2 years old all the way up to 50, 60. Yeah. I mean, I know 50-year-olds that love their PlayStation and they play every night, or their Xbox and they play every night. I know people like that.
Yeah.
So the range is huge,
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's always a good target for them. Oh, let's target the gaming. It's always the gaming. So same story all the time, man.
Yeah, especially during COVID, where the gaming industry is starting to boom way more and more.
Yeah.
There really isn't any way you can. So honestly, I think that proposal, they're just going to look at it for maybe a couple weeks, and it's going to die off within a month.
Yeah,
I guarantee you. So Chicago, don't worry, you'll still have your GTA games. I don't think you have to worry about that, especially since we're getting a GTA upgrade in the summer. So if you guys in Chicago were able to secure your PS5s or Series X's, and you really want to play GTA 5, like with the new graphics and stuff, don't worry. Trust me. I know Rockstar can do their 180s and be like, oh, we'll just curve around that little legislator thing and just be like,
No, it's
you guys get the content you pay for.
Same story. Next topic.
While
he looks at the next topic, everybody in the chat, thank you so much. Remember, everybody, subscribe, hit a like. Bell for notifications, guys. Thank you so much for always following and showing the love. Subscribe, guys. Shoot a like all the time. Thank you.
Next topic.
So,
Sony are good pals at Sony. Sony is planning to close down their Japan studios. Now, Sony originated from Japan, and it still is a Japanese company, although they have Sony of America that distributes products in the North America where we live. And apparently, this is a game studio, by the way.
Interesting.
They have a Japanese game studio because Sony's a Japanese company.
Yeah.
And apparently that they've released some games. Now, a lot of games that come out on the PlayStation that are exclusives that Sony makes are very popular in the North American market. So people who buy them here and all that stuff in the United States, that's where they get their most money. When they released them in Japan, apparently some developers from the Japanese company have reported that these products that the Japanese studio makes made a total of $0 in return.
Why?
Nobody was buying them because they weren't as appealing in Japan as they were in America. So, if for example, Spider-Man, that was one of their exclusives, is way more popular in the United States than it is in Japan. Japan's are gonna be like, it doesn't matter.
Wow, so they're closing their studio there, huh?
they're potentially doing that and laying off so many people, which
Wow.
it's a sucky thing because Sony originates from Japan. Like they still have Japanese like CEOs that run the original Sony.
Of course, it's huge. I mean, Sony's huge.
Which it's just like,
Huh.
okay, but I understand because if they're not
Interesting.
making money, then they can't pay anyone or they can't keep running
Well,
their studio.
of course.
So there's like a bit half and half, and you can play devil's advocate. It's like saying, well, if they're not making any money at all with any of their products, then there's no reason for those people to work there because they will not get paid.
Right.
They won't even get paid their minimum wages or anything.
Wow.
But it still kind of sucks that those people who got laid off and all that stuff.
Do we know how big this studio was? How many people?
A couple 100,000 probably. Probably not as big as what it is in North America, but pretty large, I would say. Which it sucks because that's where
it does suck. That's
where Sony originated from. So I don't know how they're dealing with this, but again, like I said, play devil advocate. If they don't have any money, they cannot pay their company, they cannot pay their shareholders, they cannot pay their employees. Then you shouldn't have a company at that point because who's going to help you pay for your McDonald's meals? Nobody. Who's going to help you pay for your Adidas hats?
That's right.
Nobody.
Wow. That's crazy, man. I didn't know that.
Which we'll see. What are your thoughts so far about that?
Well, you know what? To be honest, I didn't know one thing about that. I have to read up on that. I mean, that is a big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, to close a whole studio, even though it's a different country, obviously, I'm sure there's some sort of a, because of COVID, because of the pandemic, a shortage, obviously, but them to close down a studio, it's almost like Disneyland being closed for a year now. It's horrible, man.
We have a story about Disneyland in a second, but keep on.
Thousands and thousands of people laid off, and I don't know how this affects Sony as a whole moving forward. I mean, I don't know what was recorded there exactly. Besides, I don't know if there was games there, if that was part of the console business, if that was just strictly movies. But that kind of sucks. But it sucks to say, but it's almost like the new norm, man. A lot of these big studios close big sections of their studios, because of everything that's going on. Wow, I didn't know that.
Well, they weren't they weren't making as much money as they were in the United States, like their products. So I guess they just said, guys, if our products aren't making any money in these countries, then we can't give you the money. Yeah, those are earned from money. So if pretty much they didn't have a job right out the gate if they weren't making any sales, which kind of sucks. But so here in California, I know this might be different for you guys because you guys are probably watching this from all over the U.S. or wherever, because we know we got some other people from
from different countries,
Germany. But apparently Disneyland and Universal are thinking of opening April 1st.
Yes,
according to California.
I did read up on this.
Planned, because things can change like they did before in the summer.
Well, for starters, they said that it's going to be a limited.
Well, we always knew that. Yeah, right? I knew that.
We knew that. We didn't know the percentage, but I think they're saying between 25 to 30, I think, somewhere around there. But one big thing to know that I did hear, and it was very, very clear, that they are opening for California residents only.
Because the theme parks are mostly tourist attractions.
So California residents only, or I wasn't sure if only or if California residents are getting the first, they're giving the first, opportunity to buy tickets for them first, and then for the rest of the United States. But I'm almost positive I heard they're going to start only with California residents first. So that's important to know and important to read up on to make sure. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's the case. But listen, nonetheless, it is awesome to know that they are
striking back.
Yes, even if it was at 10% or 15% capacity, just that alone, that they are reopening.
You can just imagine Disneyland, because the amount of times we went to Disneyland and how big and crowded it was.
Yeah.
Just think about all those numbers just saturated.
It's actually gonna be cool, if you could be part of that first group that goes in, dude, because they're only gonna allow
couple other percentages.
20-25%. Dude, that's, I mean, you're going to be able to get on every ride like 30 times, you know?
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
But then again, this is planned because it's because of the dang COVID, and the governors be like, COVID
True,
cases.
but I think this is a great start.
These businesses need to open. Like,
it's a great start.
Get employees back in there.
Yeah. It's a great start, and I'm excited. Disney Universal reopening. I think it's
Knott's Berry Farm. Legoland.
I think it's awesome, man.
Because there was one I watched, like a Zoom interview with the California like government like things, and in those were the studio or the theme park executives like that run Disney, Universal, and stuff, and they were just ranting. They were ranting throughout the whole call, and they had like papers and stuff of their speeches, and they're like, "We don't think this was like I think back after the summer or something like that," and they were because they already had a proposed opening in July. But that was when the COVID cases were going up, and they were like, okay, we can't do that. But then they were saying, like, later on, as the COVID cases were getting to the medium average, they were saying, well, if beaches can open where people don't have to wear masks, and other places like restaurants, even though they're outside, but they can still go and get their food, we don't think it's fair because we get people in our parks. Now, again, we respect the rules of the government. If there has to be limited capacity, people can only come at this certain time, or you can't have people on these certain rides because of social distance, that's fine. But we just need to open so we can get our employees back.
That's another thing, the rides, dude.
Yeah.
I'm really curious how they're gonna do that. It's gonna probably be like every second cart, you know?
Yeah. Imagine going on a Space Mountain.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be crazy. I'm really curious how they're gonna work that.
But like the Legoland executive was saying, like, I mean, look at all these places that can open and they don't have to. Like the beaches, they don't gotta wear masks all the time, and they can just roam around all the places and all that.
Yeah, you know what? I do agree on that. It's sort of been a very, very, not sorta. It's been a very unfair way that.
What about like parks in Florida and all that
stuff? They've been doing the no mask, yes people, no people type of thing. But listen. Look at the state of Texas. They just went no mask.
I saw that.
No mask, dude. I mean, obviously you're gonna have a lot of people that don't agree with that, but I think it's a great step forward. Again, we're past 12 months now from this pandemic. 12 months, dude. 12 months of stuff being closed and our normal life being interrupted in such a horrible way.
Yeah.
People losing their jobs, lost their jobs, so many bad things. I think it's time to turn around, man. And
I mean, if the government's saying like we're gonna open classrooms now, and then you might as well.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Some schools are reopening. Some kids are being allowed back to the classroom, which is awesome. But obviously, there's gonna be a lot of fear. There's gonna be a lot of fear.
Yeah.
Mostly by parents going, man,
I don't know if I should send my kid to
exactly.
school.
But listen, I think these theme parks opening back up is a huge step forward. I think it gives a lot of people hope, and something to look forward to, and I think it's just a good thing for everyone,
Yeah. It's like these companies have already been prepared for something like that. Like over the year or over the months since they haven't been open, they're like, no, we're preparing. Like. Yep. Training our employees, masks, social distance, all this stuff. It's like
absolutely.
We're not just gonna open and say, "Come in, guys, have a good time" and all that stuff.
Yeah,
it's like no, they have everything. Like these companies make a lot of money. So
did you see? Talking about theme parks? Did you see over in
Japan
the Mario?
Oh, I saw a whole video about that, man.
How cool is that?
That is one of the best things that Universal is doing right now.
I can't wait to get it here.
Still being built.
Yeah, still being built.
But they have the mountain layout already, like the pictures layout, like of the mushroom hills.
Here in Hollywood?
Yeah, I saw it on a video. Somebody recorded over the roads where you can see like the backlots, and they saw like next to the Transformers ride, there's the mushroom hills and all that stuff.
My question is, and I'm curious, what's the difference in size between the one in Asia?
I don't know. I don't know if that one. I don't know if the Hollywood one's going to be the same scale, but I think that's what they're trying to score it as.
Okay.
So it probably won't have like the same amount of buildings that one has, but it'll have some like
Yeah.
Shops, restaurants.
That's gonna be awesome, man.
It's gonna be awesome. Like keep working, guys. Keep working.
Yes.
I know nobody's coming to the park yet, but when people come to the park, there won't be as many. I mean, it's gonna be weird seeing parks at limited capacity with but you know very few people.
People are gonna. I think once they let people in and they open these parks, it's gonna be just like they're not gonna freak out. It's just gonna be like they're gonna breathe the fresh air. You know, like
mask.
We're back, yeah. You know, but listen. Besides all that, I think it's a great thing.
I think this will give California some money.
Right.
I mean, isn't that what you guys need? You need some tax money?
Exactly. Weather Thinking Gaming, if I got that right.
Yeah.
Weather Thinking Gaming. Hello from Sweden. See, what is up?
Talking about.
From Sweden. Wow.
My theme park is open, but sadly, it is like $51.95 now, even though it was $60. So yeah. Oh, so like reduced price of tickets. That's what I heard because Disney's not doing the season pass thing anymore. Or at least not doing that for a while. They're just doing regular tickets now for their parks.
Yeah.
I think a lot of parks are doing that. It's like, well, there's not really a point in paying for a pass because if these parks are going to be going on and off, who knows how the government's going to control it. We don't want to have to keep refunding and then here you go, refund. Yep. Here you go, refund. Yep. It's like they don't want to deal with that. Just get tickets, go, and then you already paid your money.
Justin Aston? Sorry, guys. I have to check with Cam over here with the games because I don't want to mess him up. He says, damn, Sweden, ? I'm over in Britain. Wow.
This is worldwide.
Yeah.
The hell's going on?
Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much.
No region likes.
Dude, we're international, baby.
Yes, we are.
International.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. International.
International. We need a plane.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
I'm just agreeing.
We're talking to a dog or what? Yes, we are. Yes, we're going to go for a walk. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. What the hell are you talking to over here?
Here's some news about the Switch.
Ooh.
Apparently, there's been some rumors and leaks going around of a Switch Pro that allows to play games at 4K quality, like Mario games at 4K.
Switch Pro.
4K Switch Pro, not 4 switches.
Oh.
4K quality.
Nintendo Switch 4K quality.
Yes.
Gotcha.
4 switches.
4 switches.
Yeah, man.
4 switch 4K. Really?
Yeah.
Is that a rumor? Or is it?
It's a rumor. It's a rumor and a leak because a lot of people have been saying like, is the Switch gonna get like some sort of like because you know how the PlayStation went from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 4 Pro where it had the 4K capability.
Right.
So they're thinking, is Nintendo going to do something like that? There's been like a lot of rumors and a lot of leaks going around.
Wow.
The CEO of Nintendo still has not confirmed. They said, we don't have any developments of Switches at this point in time. Now, this was made months ago. And this was in Japan. So he's like, they don't know. They don't know if they... Well, obviously they can't say like, oh yeah, guys, we got a Switch coming. Like they can't just say that with no trailer or no nothing or whatever.
That's going to be huge, dude.
I would say right now, I think they're developing it. They have to be. Or do they have to? Because the Switch is still selling like incredibly well at this point.
Well, here goes a naive question.
What?
A very dummy question.
Dummy?
When they say 4K, they're talking about 4K for the TV when you connect it to the TV, right?
Yeah.
Not for the
handheld. No,
okay.
No. Okay. That will burn the battery in like 2 seconds.
Thank you. I just wanted to make that clear.
But you know what's strange is like if it was a 4K screen, like as you handheld, it'll burn the battery in like 2 seconds.
Right? That's what I was thinking, but I wanted to make sure.
They need
that's cool, man.
Here's my wish list of what they need to add on the Switch.
Okay.
Wireless headphone support.
Sony, are you listening? No, that's not Sony.
It's a Nintendo.
Nintendo.
They're both from Japan, yes, but you just got confused.
Yeah. Nintendo, listen to Cam Bam the man over here. Shoot.
Wireless headphone support.
Wireless headphones.
Because we still have to connect our damn headphones.
You writing that down? All right. Wireless headphones.
App support, like YouTube and all that stuff.
App support.
I'm surprised we don't have that on the Switch.
Both those make big sense. Okay.
Increase the gigabyte size. 32 gigs for games is.
Well, then when you get into that though, they're talking about price difference.
Maybe
it's just like anything else. It's just like the SD cards. You know, when they sell them from 32 to 36, whatever, and then 128 gigs, and then you go from $20 up to $300. So I mean, it's a good thing to wish for, but that's going to be an increase of price, obviously.
Yeah, but the Switch Lite, which is like the handheld version only, and
Yeah.
then the other Switch, they're both the same gigabyte space, but for different prices. I guess because the reason for the price increase for the regular Switch is because it's both handheld and a TV mode, while the other one's just a handheld mode. So, I mean, they could try. I mean, but for the Switch, you can get a micro SD card and increase your storage with that. So, I guess that's what they're intending. It's like, micro SD companies, do you need sales? Well, guess what, guys? If people buy a Switch, they're going to be buying your cards. It's like Xbox with the batteries. Remember?
Wait, I mean, that doesn't exist now, right?
What?
Where you put an SD card into the Switch?
You can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, to increase the storage if you want
to.
to.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
some games require that, actually. You can't play games without those. For big games like LA Noire, Mortal Kombat, NBA, all that stuff, you need SD cards for the data.
Learned something today. Okay, cool. I didn't know that.
Increase the battery life. The battery life is not too long. Dies in like 8 hours.
Shit, 8 hours. How freaking long are you playing, dude?
I don't know.
8 consistent hours?
I think so.
Of playing time?
I think that's what it said. I don't know. I'll have to research it. I'm going to research it right now.
That's a lot of time.
Is it?
Look at you. No, it's not. I need more than that.
Well, imagine if you're playing like Mario and stuff like that, and then things happen. However, the Switch's battery life handheld mode isn't great. The original Switch model, which is the first Switch, is 2.5 to 6.5 hours of playtime. And the updated version goes from 4.5 hours of Switch battery.
Okay.
So
it's still 4 hours.
4.5 hours?
That's a long time.
And then
I can see the issue if you're traveling, you know?
Yeah, because a lot of people play these on planes.
Correct. So if you have a 10-hour flight, or, you know, if you have a 12-hour car ride or 15-hour car ride, that's where I could see it. But in a car, you should be able to plug in, right?
I'm pretty sure you can use, like, you know, you can connect certain chargers, like the power bricks and stuff.
I'm sure there is.
That. Because it is pretty portable for a console. So, I mean, think about that for another thing. But honestly, I want to see Nintendo do some stuff, but I don't think they have to, because they're like, our Switch is doing really well during the pandemic.
Hey,
let's make games.
You never know. Sometimes they listen. You know, sometimes they listen. Listen, it's only smart of them to, you know, go over some of the feedback and be like, well, you know, why can't we add this, or why don't we add this? You know, it's a little bump here, a little bump there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it'll increase sales. I mean, they're smart enough to know what would, but those were all good things that you mentioned. I mean, you know, especially something that's so popular like the Switch. If they had, you know, one of those things that you mentioned.
Do you think Sega's in the background taking notes?
Dude, I don't.
They're taking like a whole bunch of notes from Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. The three main.
It would be epic if Sega came out with something cool.
But they did come out with the micro Game Gear.
Remember? Oh, dude, they pee-peed all over their shoes on that one. I don't know. I don't know what your thought is, and I just never known why Sega was so popular. And
with consoles they released?
Yes, and had such good consoles and good games.
Yeah.
And they just completely left Earth. Like, they jumped onto the Falcon 9 of Tesla, of SpaceX, and they just took off to Earth. They just took off, left Earth, never came back.
Okay, so I looked up the reason for it, apparently, on Quora, and it says, why did Sega stop making game consoles, I think, after their Dreamcast? Is that the reason why Sega stopped making consoles was after the Dreamcast, because apparently those sales nearly caused them to go bankrupt. So I guess they thought, well, nobody's buying our consoles anymore. So
what year was the Dreamcast?
I think the Dreamcast was definitely before the 2000s. It was definitely like somewhere in the 90s. I'm gonna look that up. Sega Dreamcast.
Well, what? I'm trying to remember when the Genesis came out.
Oh, it was released in 1998.
I was going to say, it wasn't that far back.
So it was before the 2000s.
When was the Genesis released?
Ooh, probably during the 80s.
No.
It had to be.
Genesis was in the...
Really?
Yeah, it had to be in the 90s.
Okay. Thank you, Wikipedia.
What does it say?
I'm trying to... Oh, yeah, 1988. Well, it came out in 1988 in Japan, and then in the North America, it came out in 1989. So it came out in the 80s.
The Sega Genesis?
Yeah.
Wow, it's that far back? I thought it was like late 90s.
So there's a Sega Mega Drive, which was the Sega Genesis in Japan, and then Sega Genesis came out in the Americas in 1989. So yeah. I told you it was the 80s.
Yeah, I know. That's man. It's I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Sega.
They have to be taking notes. I bet you there's somebody in their console development team.
Well, shit. It's been 30 years of notes. Are they gonna put something in motion here, or they're like, let's do another 30 years of notes? That's fine.
The guy's got like a library of books with notes.
He's got like two like big containers full of papers of notes.
But yeah, Sega Genesis came out in the 80s.
I definitely want to see Sega come back. I think they would give some competition to every other console. But if they came out with something cool, not that little crap poo-poo thing that they came out with.
Micro Game Gear?
The Micro Game Gear.
That's our new console, guys. It's not new, and plus it's smaller. I want to see the sales of that just because I'm really curious. While you keep talking.
Just Aston said, I had a Dreamcast once. It broke as soon as my brother poured water on it. Damn, that sucks. Yeah. Gaming consoles and fluids do not go together.
They don't mix sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, well, speaking of, that's a good point. Why hasn't any console ever been waterproof?
I don't know.
Well,
you don't expect to take a big console and just put it in the water.
But the way things are now, there's always kids dropping, some sort of a drink or whatever. And the first thing to go is a console, It just like it burns out.
Yeah.
That's my wish now. You had your wish of 5 things
for the Switch. Yeah. The newer iPhones can be almost waterproof.
Yeah, they're
water resistant.
Yeah, up to a certain amount of time. I don't know why they can't do that for that.
Well, because they're too big. You don't want to be. Well, because phones you carry around all the time in your pocket. The Switch.
Gaming companies, get back to us. Is it really...
Somebody made a review of the Micro Game Gear, and so they said the good stuff and the bad stuff. So they said unbelievably okay. So this is good stuff topic first. Unbelievably tiny, some great games, solid hardware. The bad stuff, unbelievably tiny. There are 4 of them. Big window, not sold separately. So unbelievably tiny is both good and bad.
Yeah.
And the big window, which is like in my video I described, it was a magnifying glass, and you had to put that on the Micro Game Gear to see the screen.
Oh
better.
No!
I'm like, what the?
That's
hell?
Horrible.
They selling that for $50, by the way. It's like, what? Huh?
Sega did all this?
Sega did all this.
Jeez, must have been drunk when they came up with this idea.
Hey, boss, I got an idea.
Get a pen. As a matter of fact, we don't need a pen. Let me just tell you. You remember? Okay.
You remember the Game Gear we had back in the day?
Wow.
Apparently it sold 100,000 units.
That's poo-poo numbers, dude.
That's poo-poo numbers.
Anyways, guys, it has been awesome being back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, showing the love and support you guys always show to the gamer.
Let me just show what the mirror looked like. I'll show Dad this.
Oh no, that's like some 1980 thing that you would attach to something. Horrible. But
guys, like my guy.
Guys, thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
Don't forget, subscribe, give us a like, please. Bell for notifications to be aware of everything that's coming up. Thank you guys so much. I know we've been kind of in and out, or at least I have, but thank you guys again for showing the support, even though we're a little wonky with our times. You guys always show the love and support. Thank you guys so much. Remember, subscribe, like, bell for notifications. And thank you from the gamer and the dad. Yo, see, I'm gonna hit you. Well, let's show the support for this guy right here. Cam Bam, the man. Love him to death.
Yes,
Good
sir.
job, dude. Thank you guys so much once again. And remember to always, always be safe and be humble, guys.
Be humble, guys.
Hey.
Just like hair reveal.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right, guys.
Thank you so much. We're all itching. Guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Remember, be safe, be humble, guys. What the hell is going on? Be safe, be humble. We'll see you guys soon. Thanks, guys.
Be safe, be humble. Okay, bye, guys. Be safe. Stay home.
And cut. Read the tip. Do it over. All right, here we go.
Stay safe. Be humble. We'll see you guys later.
Thanks, guys.